Welcome to Live with Dara, guys. On this Saturday, November 13, what we're talking about? We're talking about functional fitness. Since COVID-19, a lot of us haven't been in the gym. I've been in the gym, but out of fear of catching COVID-19, or being around too many persons, a lot of us have stayed away from the gym. We'll probably have some stubborn fat probably will come off. And we're trying to figure out how to do it. Do we do online classes? Do we go in the gym? Do we do our own thing? So tonight I just want to talk. Hi Dave. I'm going to talk to Cecile because Cecile has this awesome program, from when we want to go there, but traffic and everything like that. And I watch her thing, she's always like she has a boot camp every Saturday morning, and I look at it, I'm just bad minded because they look like they're having fun. And I think fitness must be about having fun and just working out and enjoying what you do. So tonight I want to talk to Cecile, Miss Funk Boss, who's gonna tell us about, especially now when it comes on to the festive season, we'll probably gonna go hard in terms of the food and the liquor. And even if we used to work out before, all of that will get shelved as we enjoy what is there to enjoy, what we are allowed to enjoy for this season. So she will, guide us, point us in the direction we need to know. We need to go in terms of, what we can do. So, Cecile, I'm gonna ask you to just send the request to go live, and we'll start. And then she has some of her funk fam. When I see their result, I'm like, yo, no man, them are one. So we're going to see what they're doing, and then who to tell. All we can just get up one Saturday morning and go up there and go be a part of her boot camp. And if you haven't yet started to follow her, please go ahead and follow her on IG, and you see some of the working out, and I'm sure you're going to be up there. K-Dot, big up yourself. I know you have a self-defense class coming on, and we need to tell people about it, going on. And we need to tell people about it because people need to know how they can defend themselves. But in the meantime, let me get my Cecile on, and she's going to talk about her funk fitness. Functional fitness. Cecile, send me the request to go live there. Alright, let me see if I can get it up. Hello, my sister. Let me see. Okay. All right. Press to go live. Let me see if we get it. Yes, K-Dot. Can you know something coming class? Hi. It's my candle. Well done. It's so nice to have you on my live. I really appreciate you coming on, because hopefully at the end of this, we get some people coming up there and getting physical and having fun. Those trainers who rough and rugged, not this one. This one is very nice, right?
Some people have been to different.
No, but you know what? At the end of the day, you see the result, right?
Yeah.
Because I must tell you, I've been looking at your page all day, and I'm in awe because I'm like, yo. And it's not like some people where you see, like 1 month and you see. You're realistic in terms of, this is the person at 3 months, at 1 month, and 3 months later, this is the progress, and you see the progress over time. So you're following the journey. Because, big up yourself, Camille Gale. I know Camille was with your program, is with your program. And when we see Camille, I say, yo, Camille, you have the Johnny Bravo body of one. So Cecile, tell me, Ms. Funk Boss, tell me about functional fitness. That's the first thing. What is functional fitness?
So my program it's compound training based. It's not focused on any one training technique. I utilize everything. I try to utilize everything. I try to be dynamic because everybody is different. You have different personalities. You have different likes. And so I try to please everybody. I can't use the same program for everybody. I tweak it. And so that's how I get my results. So I'll utilize hills, tires, sledgehammer, because if you look at manual laborer, somebody who packs rice on a truck or a construction worker,
Them
they
bodies
always have
sexy.
some awesome bodies,
Yes, yes.
and some of them don't touch the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So that's functional training, you know. I mean, lifting, squatting, and they don't even know, you don't even know, because you're used to a structured program when you're in the gym setting, you know. So I
Mm-hmm.
try to utilize these things that people do on a day-to-day basis. You squat, you pick stuff up, you climb, you paint, you help yourself in the homes. So yeah, so I utilize all of this to get my results, and it works, as you
Yeah,
can
man,
see.
because I'm seeing with the tires and the blocks and the running up the
Yeah,
hill with the block, and I'm like, you know, it looks hard, it looks difficult, but it looks fun. And anything that is fun,
exactly.
you know, you tend to do it more because you're enjoying what you're doing. You don't even think about
Exactly.
that, God.
You never know what's coming next, and people don't like monotony. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I have to every night before I go to bed, just sit down and plan what am I going to do the next day. I mean, I refer to it as killing them, torturing them, but it's good torture. It's good
Don't say
pain.
that. Don't say that. Don't make them afraid to come over because I know you from Express Fitness. That's where I
Yeah,
met you. And I remember coming to one of your classes. And by the time the class finished, I was like, however, the result, it was really, really good. I had fun in the
yes,
class. You were dancing,
yeah,
you were doing everything, right? So
right,
you started functional fitness in the heights of the pandemic.
right.
Tell
I
us about
mean,
that.
I had a child in
Mm-hmm.
2018, and I took 2 years off from the gym, and I was looking to go back to work. So working in the gym setting, and then COVID happened, and the gyms started to close down, and then I mean they started reopening little by little, but it was difficult because you had to start at a certain time, open at a certain time, close at a certain time, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And I had all this space, and I never thought of doing something on my own,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's so easy to be working for somebody, you know, somebody else creating a setting for you, that setting for you. But I never thought about it. And then, I mean, that happened, and my clients kept calling me. I mean, I was amazed that they remained loyal and interested, even though I was gone for 2 years. And I'm like, are you guys willing to come up? And they're like, yes. And I started with nothing. I got tires, I got some sledgehammers, and we just hit the hill. And that's how I started off. And I'm amazed at where I'm at today, you
You
know?
know, I love to see the hill thing with them running up the hill. I think it's so fun. I'm very competitive, so the whole
Yeah,
thing of just, I mean, it's working out, but it's working out in such a way that you really enjoy what you're doing, the competitive
exactly, exactly.
environment.
Dara, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're going to stop. You're going to give up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so even though I want results because it speaks to me as a trainer,
Mm-hmm.
I have to be mindful that I can't push them too hard.
Mm-hmm.
I have to work with, because everybody is at a different fitness level, you know. So I even though I want this, I have to be careful, and so I have to make it fun, because if you're tired of it, you're going to stop. If you don't like it, you're going to stop. And that is why you find people are always starting over. They do a month or 2 months, they stop. Some of them waste their money. They don't even finish out a 3 months or a 6 month program.
Yeah.
So so I'm tasked with being dynamic, being creative, and having them coming back, keep coming back. But that's how I make my money. I mean, if people are constantly leaving me, I'm gonna be broke. so so
But it's
that's
not
my
the money. You know,
and
you
it,
do it for the
no,
love.
I do it for the love. Yes, I do it for the love. Because Dara, I must tell you, some persons aren't able to pay full fee because of the pandemic.
Whatever reason. Mm-hmm.
Like, because a lot of persons their job thing changed. I mean, they lost some hours and thing, and I can't be, because I love it so much. I'm like, come 2 days, 3 days. That's just me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not turning back anybody, you know. So I love this. I love this. I
And that's
started
what
this.
makes you different than other trainers, right?
Yes. Yes, well, yes. Because Dara, I was a very, Jamaicans would say maga individual. And I mean, when I was well in my 20s, I'm paying child fare on taxis and public transportation. I'm like, no, this can't continue. And so I went into the gym and I started putting on muscle. And I'm like, whoa, this is for me. And I never looked back. I never looked back. So
Listen, I
it's
remember
the
with your
experience.
pregnancy, your last pregnancy. All right. Excuse me, I'm trying to be politically correct, but we don't know how else to say. You belly did big. You, I was like, and then after you had baby, I saw the progress, and I was like, yo, and you just have baby?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
like a washboard abs going on right there. I mean, I'm amazed at how you do it, and you do this. Oh, and your son is what now? 2 going on 3 or
He
3?
just turned 3. He just turned 3 Sunday,
Guys,
last
you
Sunday.
need to go on our page and see that picture. I was like, no man, I need to get some of that. I need to get some of that. So tell me about like, okay, so you say it's functional in terms of the tires, in terms of the blocks, in terms of the outdoors. I love the outdoors, by the way. I
And I
love your
still
boot
utilize
camp.
weight. I still
Huh?
utilize weightlifting. And I still utilize weightlifting. It's still a part of it, the program.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about that one because a lot of persons, they might start the cardio and they start losing the weight and they don't do the whole tightening up. So you get manga, you
Right,
have the. So we'll talk about that a little bit later.
right,
I just want
right.
to get functional out of the way before I bring
Mm-hmm.
on the first, one of your funk fam, which is
Right,
Tashna, because
right.
when I saw her progress as well, I'm like, whoa. Um,
Yeah.
so how can we become a member of the funk fam? Is there like something a prerequisite for being a funk fam?
No, no. I mean, once you come into the camp,
Mm-hmm.
you automatically become a funk family because we're like a family here. It's if you come here in the morning because I have a morning group and I have an evening group or afternoon group, and everybody just gels. Nobody feels like, okay, I can't do this. It's my first, it's my second day. You don't feel that difference.
Really?
You don't feel it
We didn't work all
because
the way though.
you don't it's tailored, but the group is so supportive that you don't feel that difference.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Okay.
once you come into the camp, you become a funk family.
Okay. All right. Now, some people work out occasionally, with them. All right. So, me not you know, like, when I work out and like the body come up and it's like me just drop back and me just eat late night, eat
Yeah.
whatever, and you just, everything where you work so hard for, you just gain it back. While some person
Right.
can say, oh, them have all the excuses possible. Oh, me not go to the gym because me don't have the right shoes, me don't have the right outfit. What you say to people like that? First of all, the one that get the results and then just drop back, and those who just procrastinate.
Consistency is key. Your bodies are very ungrateful, very ungrateful. So
Very.
you find somebody working out for 3 months and yes, the results are popping and then they take a break. And I don't know why. It's a mindset that, okay, I look this okay now, so I can take a break. But the minute you stop, you
Mm-hmm.
lose everything. It's a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. It's not like going on the table because a lot of persons who go on the table end up gaining everything that back that they
And
paid
you
so
can
much
see
money
it.
for.
You can see the. Tell me the right term to use. The bumps and the. You can see
Yeah,
all of
because
it.
it's not natural. Because it's not natural.
Yeah.
It's not natural. I'm not knocking them, but if you're going to do that, then you
Mm-hmm.
have to maintain whatever you do afterwards. But most people don't do that. They don't maintain. And the reason they end up on the table in the first place is they go back to that
Mm-hmm.
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So that because
Mm-hmm.
that's how you ended up there in the first place. Your lifestyle, so it's all about your lifestyle. You can't stop. It has to become a part of you. And that's what I'm saying. You have to find a program that works for you. Because if your program don't work for you, because some people go to the gyms with their friends and whatever, and they have different personalities. So you have to find what works for you, and then you start loving it. And once you
Definitely.
love it, you're not gonna stop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it starts here.
True. So, so true. And people don't understand that working out, it really help your mentals, you know.
It
It help you physically,
does.
mentally, all of the colors.
Exactly. It does.
I was
It's a
trying to
stress
bring up,
reliever.
huh?
It's a natural stress reliever.
Okay. I was trying to bring up Tajna's pictures, but I don't know how. Elton, my tech person here, tell me how I can get the picture up. That's why I haven't added her, you know, because I wanted to show persons where she's coming from before I introduce her. No, on it. But by the way, Tajna is vegan, and you know, before we go into that, that's also something that we need to talk about, Cecile, in terms of your diet and in terms of, because people think another thing, another myth is that you work out and you work out hard, and people think that because you work out, you're supposed to drop the weight where you can eat any and everything. Talk about that.
Okay, so nutrition, some persons will tell you that it's 80% nutrition, 20% working out. Some will say it's 70. But at the end of the day, we all agree that nutrition is very important, because if you're working out and not changing how you eat, you're not going to get any results. You're wasting your time. And so you have to ensure that you have that part. And people struggle with that part, but you can take basic steps like meal prepping. So a lot of persons end up in trouble because you didn't prepare for the week, you didn't prepare for the day. You're working. You end up with 30 minutes for lunch instead of an hour, and then you just grab a patty and you grab a bun and cheese, and that's bad. That's all sugar. That's all fat. You understand? So you have to meal prep. If you meal prep, you will not get in trouble. It's important. And so you need to focus more on protein, right? And vegetables. So starch is important, carbohydrates is important, but your diet must mainly consist of protein and veg. And then 2 pieces of starch. And for me, I tell my clients after 6:30, no carbs.
Well, okay, no, me not
No
pound
carbs.
food and me eat it. You said 2 pieces of stuff. I love dumpling. I love dumpling.
Yes.
You can't cook food and not put dumpling in it. You see what I'm saying? So, and then you have to have a piece of yam and the sweet potato and etc.
There has to be a balance. I mean, there's no bad food, but there's some food that you eat more of and less of. You understand? So if you're gonna eat, say, a 1 dumpling in the morning, and then everything else, Dara.
Who does that?
Why you need 2, 3 dumplings? Yeah, you see? So moderation, balance. There has to be balance and self-control. So if you want a 1 dumpling, I'm not gonna knock you, but it has to be 1 dumpling and a piece of sweet potato, and it depends on the size of the potato, and a finger of banana. And I say stick to ground provision, stick to complex carbs, brown rice, quinoa, ground provision, like I said earlier. Yeah, but there has to be balance, because you can abuse healthy food that are categorized as healthy. You can abuse those, and people don't realize. They'll tell you that, oh, I'm eating healthy, and so I can have as much as I want. No, because at the end of the day, the calories add up. So you have to balance it. Excess sugar is going to be stored as fat.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
Fat.
I've been told, you know, some persons go on some rigid diet where them like cut out sugar and cut out carb out of the diet. I've heard it's not good. Is that true?
You don't want to shock your system, because then you're setting yourself up for failure. But we start at step 1, and we take our time over. Right now, I have eliminated sugar from my clients' diet.
Really?
Sugar altogether. Yeah. And I say save your. So I allow them to have a cheap meal for the week. And I say a cheap meal, I mean whatever you want to have. So a burger meal or whatever. And you know, people tend to go out on the weekend. So I say save it for that day. And it's not a whole day of cheating. It's like a nice meal. a nice meal. So you save, so you're basically going to save those sugar and whatever for special occasion. Somebody having a birthday party, you know, okay, I'm gonna enjoy myself then. But it can't be an everyday thing. So I've eliminated sugar, and you're going to mess up at times, but it can't be that you're messing up right throughout the day every day.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you have to learn, you have to look at the back when you're buying stuff, you have to look at the label at the back. You have to learn because the sugars are hidden. You have to learn the different names. You have to educate yourself, learn the different names. Fructose, that's sugar that are found in fruits, but you can abuse fruits. It's at the end of the day, it's still sugar. It adds up. So you can't go and go eat 6 East Indian mango because, oh, it's fruit, I'm eating healthy. It still adds up. Balance. Balance. But sugar is a big problem. If you eliminate sugar from your diet, you're going to see how much weight you drop.
Eh?
It's a big problem. Yeah. A lot of people are addicted to sugar and they don't know.
So what about like the flour and the rice? What about those things? And the bread?
And our culture, we're cultured to eat. If you look at somebody's lunch, it's like a one leg or a leg and thigh and a big plate or a big box of rice. And sometimes vegetable not even in there. You know, so but we have to control ourselves. We have to understand that these are the things why we're putting on the weight or not losing weight.
So you have this kind of conversation with your clients, right? Like
every day. Can I have this? No.
Oh, they call
Why
you.
can't I have this? Yes, they do. Because they have to send me what they're eating. I ask them to send me everything that they put in their mouth. Some people will send me everything. Some will send me today for lunch, breakfast, but don't send me the eating. But at the end of the day, I request that you send me everything that you put in because accountability is important. If I know Dara is going to ask me what I eat today, I'm going to ensure or at least try and stay on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, so accountability is important. Get somebody who will hold you accountable.
All right, so say it will come up now to Christmas. And you have everything, the festive season. You have the food, the whole heap of food. You have the cereal. You have the Christmas cake. Lord of mercy. And then you have the wine and the rum and etc. How do we fight the urge to just dive in?
Oh, sorry.
You pause a second.
Right, I know. So some people use the entire season to binge. Yeah, the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said a while ago?
I just heard you say some people binge.
Yeah, some people use the entire season to binge on cake and alcohol and stuff. You have to exercise self-control. You have Christmas Day or Boxing Day that you'll be having your family dinner. Save the eating for those days. Because if you have been doing well, Christmas Day and Boxing Day will not make you put on weight. That's not how weight gain goes. Weight gain happens over time. So you don't gain weight. You understand? You don't gain weight like that. So, and what I tell my clients, you better be working out still throughout the season.
Yes, because that's something else, I normally take a break from working out during Christmas. So they say that's a no-no.
Yeah, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Because I say save it for Christmas and Boxing Day, but you know that you're going to touch it here and there. So if you're burning and remaining active, then you won't feel, all of that weight gain or whatever that comes with the Christmas season.
Tashna, I soon come to you. I just trying to, because I want to hear your story. I just trying to get everything on the Cecile, what about persons with them stubborn fat? Some people have some stubborn fat. They turn up on them. what you do? How can you help those persons?
Dara, there's
Before you do that,
no.
before you do that, I should ask because I know I know you specialize in post. What do you call it? Post. What name?
You mean pregnancy?
Yes.
After postpartum.
Post bride. I know you specialize in getting because I saw this lady that she was thanking you for bringing her body back down to before pregnancy, and then you are a perfect example of that in terms of what you've done. So that as well as the people them with them the body fat that was stand up on them. How you help people like that?
There's no such thing as a stubborn body fat. It's all about perspective. It's all about how far you're willing to go to get that body that you desire or the body that you had before. So it's the same process as losing weight. But the thing about that process is for some people who have done C-sections, it will take them a little longer time because of the pain that you feel after because of that.
Yeah.
You know that that you got. So somebody who had not a normal birth, it will be a little easier to ease back into working out than say somebody who had a C-section. But the process is the same. You have to. But I would go as far as to say I'd speak to them about what they do during pregnancy, because what you do during pregnancy will help how you lose the weight after.
Yeah, because you worked out hard right throughout.
I tried to, because some days I couldn't because of the nausea. But yes, if you get the go ahead from your doctor to work out and you can manage working out, I'd say please do as much as you can and go as far up as you can, because it will aid in an easy bounce back.
Oh, okay.
It will aid in an easy bounce back. So yeah, so that's important. And then afterwards, no, it's still monitoring how you eat, meal prepping, getting your constant workouts in. Same thing, same process. Process.
So you say it's easy to get that snapback body?
I wouldn't say it's easy. It's easier for some people, depending on, because some persons have joint issues, some persons have other medical issues that will slow them down. And so I would say don't measure yourself against anybody else. Right, because what I might be able to do, you can't. And so if you have joint issues or medical issues, it's going to take you a little longer. And your trainer is going to have to be creative. But if you are consistent, and if you're committed and dedicated, then you will get back to where you were.
What percentage of your funk fam are mothers? Like persons who just gave birth?
Oh, just gave birth? I don't currently. I have about 4 persons currently.
Because I know you specialize in that, so I want to just throw it over there because I see somebody. Hi, Ken, coming on who just had a baby. So yeah. All right, Tashna, I'm coming to you now. Let me get Tashna into this because I want people to see. Oh, this is not Tashna. Tashna, can you send me the request, please? If you're still on. Oh Lord, after chatting out Cecile so long. Send me the request. Let's talk about your journey to where you are. And was it while she was with you, she decided to go vegan?
She was always vegan. Yeah, she was always vegan. But from time to time, she takes on different challenges. Right now, she's doing raw because, I mean, you have vegans who cook. So you have the persons who just don't eat meat whatsoever, but they cook. They cook their vegetables, they cook the cabbage, whatever. But right now she's on a raw challenge, so she has everything raw. Wow.
I tried that, it's actually really nice, I didn't know I could do it, but I did it for about 2 weeks and it was really good. What's the name of your other client, Cecile? Let me see if you can just invite me.
Rupert and
Rupert,
Nathan. Yeah, I think they're waiting.
I know, but I see Taj now, but I don't see Rupert on. So if Rupert could just send me an invite to come on. Boy, Taj, I wonder if you can stand up and show them the healthy body. It's like bang and like bang. Listen, can you show your picture? I don't know because I was trying to show your picture before on this.
Good night, everyone. I'm not sure if you're
Hi.
hearing me. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, we are. We are.
Okay, great. I don't have the capability of doing that now, showing my photos. But if you go on my page, you might see some,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as well as Cecile's page. Yeah.
Yes, because I was looking at them today. Tell us about your journey, Tashna. I'm a plant eater.
But okay, so my journey is a long one. It started long before I went to sea. I've always had challenges with my weight,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried different things all the way back to high school. Actually became vegetarian in third form, where I cut off meat and I was just eating seafood. I think you call that pescatarian. I started off originally because I didn't want to put on weight, and I feel like when you stop eating meat, you're not gonna put on weight. That was not the case. No, it was not the case. And I learned that a little too late because I still had a big body. But I
Tell
didn't
her,
want to
tell
go
her,
back
tell
to
her,
eating.
tell her what you were doing while you were still gaining weight.
Yeah, I was eating a whole heap of fried food,
Oh,
whole heap
girl.
of rice. So not because you're not eating meat does not automatically mean you're not going to gain weight, because it's really about the nutritional value of what you put into your body. So from high school into university, I fluctuated with my weight. I lost weight before about 3 different times. I've lost significant amount of weight, but about 3 years ago, I decided to become vegan, and I still had on weight. But then about a year ago, about the time I started with C, I decided to go raw vegan, which is basically where I don't eat anything. So vegan is not eating anything with meat in it. So it's strictly plant-based, fruits, vegetables, things of that nature. But then you can also have junk food vegans. You know, you can eat highly processed food. So I
Really?
decided to kind of eliminate that and
Oh,
just do raw vegan,
oh.
where I would eat only vegetables and fruits and nuts and nothing that is cooked or with heat or anything of that nature. And I know to people that might sound a little foreign, but it's completely possible. And the bounty of things you can eat is endless. Anyways, so I'll get into how my experience with C. So when I started with C, I was already kind of losing weight, but I was doing different things and I wasn't really seeing any change in my body in
What
any
weight
way.
were you when you
So,
started? How?
um, boy, the highest my weight has been is probably 215.
215.
Yeah,
And what's
and
your height?
I'm 5'5".
Okay.
So that's a
And to
lot.
date, I'm between that weight and where I am now is 70 pounds lost. So I've lost a total of 70 pounds.
Over what period?
Um, boy, probably 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Slow
Yeah.
and steady.
But yeah, but my thing is that I've never really been obsessed with my weight per se. I've always been an active person,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to work out because it makes me feel good, not necessarily because of the looks and everything. That's kind of a byproduct, but I've always enjoyed working out. And once my friend invited me to see his boot camp, right? Because my friend know I like challenges. She know me like hard things. I must see things. I must say, yeah, I want to join that. It looks fun. So I did it. And I was like, Mario, I have to find a way to get to work with C. And then it's been a love story ever since. I swear, I'm like, there's no way I can stop. I think I can find anybody better than C. Her program is very interesting, always dynamic, always changing, keeps you on your toes. Um, from the start, see, you get hooked. Like, it's just a thing. When people start, and you see them not stopping, you're like, yeah, man, them get hooked. No, them get hooked.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's been a really, really good experience.
Yeah.
Okay. And
But
how,
I'm
how
having
often do you
challenges
work
with
out?
That's another story. Like Steve said, I'm someone that likes to do, but this light is really failing me. Anyways, I move on. Um, I love challenges. So I recently started this challenge that's called 75 Hard. Essentially has 5 principles. Um, one of them is that you work out twice a day. You maintain a particular diet. So I'm doing raw right now. I'm not always raw, but I'm doing raw again right now. You read a book that is self-development related. You take a photo and you drink a gallon of water a day. So to answer your question, currently I'm working out twice a day,
For
every
how
day
long?
for 75 days.
Seven.
75 days. I'm on day 44
No,
now.
man, in terms of, you said twice per day. For how long? How many
7 days.
hours?
Oh, minimum 45 minutes.
Okay,
So
okay.
each must be minimum 45 minutes. So sessions with C would probably last an hour and 50 minutes, maybe an hour and a half, but should be we want to go over time. Anyways, and then my second workout is normally something less intense, walking or something of that nature.
Okay. Were
But
you in the gym before? Because what I like about Cecile's program, it's outside, it's outdoors, it's practical. Were you in the gym before?
I was in a gym structure before, but before going to C, I was doing things on my own.
Mm-hmm.
I did a skipping thing where I did 21 days skipping for 1,000 skips. So I kind of challenge myself. I like to be innovative and creative in what I do, which is why I think I align with what C does because she's very innovative, she's very creative. And I do exercise I've never done before. Like I've been with her for almost a year now, and I never bored. Never bored. Always challenge and see always say, challenge yourself. That's her favorite quote. Challenge yourself. She's not going to leave you behind.
Yeah.
She's always supportive. I don't know. She's like a mother to so many people. She has two
Wow.
children, but she have a whole but
Yeah.
she have online children, she have evening children, she have morning children. I don't know how she does it. She's a superwoman, I tell you. I don't know how she does it.
Speaking of online children, let's move over to one of our online child.
All the way in
The
UK.
opposite of
In the
you.
UK.
So you are a vegan. He's a meat eater.
Mhm.
He's online because you know a lot of people don't take this online workout serious though. So Odin, hi, welcome to live. What's going
Hello,
on?
good evening. I'm good. You hear me?
Yeah, man, we hear you.
By the way,
Yeah.
tell her what time, tell her the sacrifice you're making, what
Oh.
time it's
House
scheduled.
and land that it
You
up.
promised me house and land.
Yeah, it's 1:45 in the morning, but
Wow.
if you work with CC, you realize dedication is important. So, like this is not even nothing, to be here to talk with you guys tonight. But yeah, I'm like opposite of Tashna, Tashna is very, motivated, fit, and look good and everything. But I never really had the drive, and the want to do it. But since I start working with CC, like, I've kind of transformed, just our workout just have transformed me a lot and
Yeah, I
everything.
saw one
So
of your transformational picture. Well, I saw the before and after. I don't know which
yeah,
beach you dig up on, but you got hot up the beach with
But
the.
I was about to say
You
the
see
beach
it? You
body, the
see
beach
it?
body.
yeah.
Body, yada, 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 yada,
And the
yada.
James Bond walk.
James Van Walk, yeah. Well, it's a whole heap of PNCC put me through still for kind of reach levels like that. But yeah, I enjoy every moment of it, to be honest.
But tell me about your
Um
journey though. What got you started?
I started working out probably 2013 when like I went to the doctor and like them said, oh, there's a wellness thing. I used to work at Digital and they had a wellness event and when you get the paper it says, well, you're obese and this and that and your chances of heart disease is high and all of that. So it started quite a long time ago. But maybe maybe 7, 8 years out of that time, it was just, you just go to the gym and mess about, nothing, serious. But the real transformation started in the pandemic. I've known CC since 2013, because I used to go Express Fitness Digital. But yeah, I've always been friends online and thing. And then when I see her journey started, you know, I messaged her and said, you know, this looked good. And it took me months before I signed up, you know, and that's just
Yes.
procrastination. You know what I mean? It's easy to see something and want it, but to start is the hard
Take
Yeah, be
that
part.
step.
committed.
And you know,
Take that
CC
step.
never
Yeah.
pushed me or forced me or anything. She never messaged me every day. You know, she just literally just wait for me for say I'm ready, you know, I'm sorry then come through. And yeah, since that, you know, since the last 7, 8 months, yeah, it's been loving it.
What's the challenge? Or is there a challenge for you in terms of the online training? Because a lot of persons have issues with that, you know, they don't feel it's the same as in the in-person.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was skeptic because when CC said, well, we're gonna do online, man, I say, you know, how that gonna work, you know. You know, I wasn't too sure how it works. So I started out doing it at home. So she said, you know, get some weights, get some dumbbell. And you know, first thing man say, dumbbell, oh, you know, I'm not do nothing with dumbbell. Man, you know, we need machines and all of that. And she's like, no man, just get some dumbbell, get some tire. And I was skeptic, you know, I was thinking, all right then. But it's like the best workout I'm gonna get in my life is just functional, just using it, you know, the dumbbells, the movements and emotions is you know, you get more burn, you know, for your muscles and stuff like that. So I started off at home and then it sort of graduated to a gym setting. So it worked for me because I do shift work. I'm a train driver, so you know it's probably one of the most sedentary job you can ever have. You know, you sit down for hours
Yeah.
and hours. So working out with CC is it's just a matter of finding the time, you know, just get shifts that I can sign on. And I'm gonna get the advantage because when
So
Tasha
speaking
and
of
everybody
time,
I
when do
wake
you
up
work
five
out? In the
o'clock.
morning?
I work out, I'm in the morning group, the morning session, you know, great bunch of people in the morning session. So I'm
Which is
six,
what
five
time your
hours
time?
ahead.
So
It would
that's
be like
about
11 o'clock,
midday.
12 o'clock midday, but middayish, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so most time, what I try to do is to work after that, you know, get shifts 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock starts and work after that. So yeah, that's how I do it.
When
Really.
you started 10 months ago, what was your weight?
I can tell you in kilograms. I was probably 95 kilogram, probably touching 100, so
Cecile,
about 220
for the
pounds.
people that who stuck on the pounds, tell me they are.
Yeah. Yeah, about 220 pounds when I start.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And you're now down to what?
I'm now down to about 190.
Okay.
So
But
yeah, 190, 195.
he's focusing more on body fat
Yeah.
because he has a lot of mass, and the scale won't reflect. The scale doesn't differentiate. So for Rupert, he focuses on dropping his body fat. So he was at 22 and now he's down to 17%. So that's what I tell my clients to focus on, because you can't jump on the scale every day and say I'm not losing weight, because how we train, you're gaining mass in the process. Because if you're not gaining mass in the process, you're going to sag. You know, so we have to do weight training. We have to couple weight training with cardiovascular work.
Do you suggest, you know, you have some persons who every morning they get up and they go on the scale. Do you suggest that? Yes. Go ahead.
I argue about that every single day. Stand by, see by the scale. Day. I'm like, I don't want to hear anything about the scale.
If you want to be depressed,
see how people should call
you
scale.
can go on the scale every day.
Because, like I said, first and foremost, you shouldn't be weighing every day. We need to set realistic expectations and not unrealistic expectations. Not because the scale doesn't reflect it, it doesn't mean that you're getting results. It means that you're not getting results. And there's a reason why you go on the scale in the morning and you weigh X amount, and then when you go back in the evening, you weigh X amount, because your body accumulates fluid from food and beverage or water. So you cannot be weighing every single day. I say weigh monthly,
You know, give yourself a time frame. But for me, I don't focus on the scale because if you're pushing weight, the scale is not going to reflect that. So what I have a smart scale, you know, that measures everything. And I use tape and I use the tape measure because inches are important. Because if your clothes are fitting loosely, if you're feeling better in your clothes, you're getting results. It just means that you're losing body fat and in the process you're gaining mass, you're toning. So don't just focus on the scale. It's not healthy.
So then explain take us through the day in terms of a meal for you. In terms of your meal. What do you eat throughout the day?
Well, as Cece said, the nutrition is important. So my breakfast is probably 250 grams of yogurt with probably
so you
70
measure
grams
it?
of oats.
So you measure it?
Nowadays, I'm not measure it, but when you start out, you measure it so that, you know, yeah, when
Who
you start
does
out, you
that?
measure it.
Right. You see, we need, it's a whole culture there. Just like we mess with me in the two dumpling and with this and that. So
yeah, it's yeah, but as you guys alluded to, it's a lifestyle. It's but yeah, it's a yogurt with oats and a bit of fruits in it. That is that's breakfast. Then my next snack is a protein shake. And then lunch now is, you know, some chicken breasts or fish or any sort of protein, 250 grams with brown rice and a lot of veg. I don't measure the veg. So as much veg as we can get in as much steamed veg, raw veg we can eat it. Then protein shake again after that, and then dinner now. I think this is probably important. With dinner, I'm not eat any carbs, so you know, just an omelette or meat, but trying to eat carbs after 6 o'clock in the evening. So that's probably, and I've been maintaining that. I started that as a diet, but now I'm just maintaining across the board.
So this is something that you gain over time, huh?
Yeah, it's just something that I started off with it as a diet, so you know, with the yogurt and the shake, but I just maintain it now as just lifestyle. That's just how I eat.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tajna, tell me about yours. I'm so interested in yours because I tried it for 2 weeks and it really worked for me, and I really love the raw thing. People will be surprised to know that you can eat raw and it's really good, it's really tasty. I know you have a raw food thing going on too. So just tell me about what a day in your eating life is like.
Yeah, my life is complete, like polar opposite of probably most of Steve's clients. My first meal is fruits. I call it fruits first.
Okay.
So based on how I've been eating, I usually eat when I'm hungry. So sometimes that's midday, sometimes that's 1 o'clock. I know C don't like that because I done training from early in the morning, but I only eat when I'm hungry. So my fruits would be melon, probably pine and papaya. I just have a big bowl of that. And then the next meal I would have is a salad, huge salad, whole heap of different vegetables, lettuce, cucumber, kale, and then I have olives. I put capers on it. I do nut meat, which is basically soaked nuts, and I season that and I put it on, and I put it on top of my salad. So it's really between fruits and salads and doing different nut meats. Yeah. I don't eat a lot.
You eat a lot?
I don't eat often, but I eat a large amount of those things.
Oh.
So it sustains me. And after a while, when you do eat raw, like you said, you've done it before, it's very versatile. People be like, how can you just eat fruits and be sustained? That's how I felt the first time. Like, I love my belly. I don't understand how fruits alone can hold me, how vegetables alone can hold me. I was very hesitant towards it. But once I did it and I learned it, I realized maybe we've been cultured to eat more than we need to eat.
Yes.
We've been cultured to eat more than we need to eat. We don't need to eat as much as we think we do. We don't need to necessarily have a lunch. I mean, have breakfast, have a snack, have a lunch, have a snack, have a dinner, have a snack. We don't need 6 meals. We truly don't. And I think that's a part of the whole marketing scheme to get certain things sold. But anyways, that's a different thing. Yeah, so you really don't need to eat as much as you need to. And what makes these things keep you is because it's full of a lot of fiber, and it keeps you full, and it keeps you satiated. And if you try it, you'll be blown away.
So you're
what I tell my clients is you need to eat in small portions. So we are used to eating 3 big meals per day.
Hold on, you're hearing Cecile so clear? You're hearing her clear?
No, it's not clear.
It's not so clear.
It's very squeaky. It's very squeaky.
I don't know why.
The audio isn't clear. You were saying what you tried to tell the clients about portion?
Yeah, but you're not hearing me clearly.
No, it's squeaky.
It's like an echo and a squeak.
And then it paused.
Oh. Yes, Dara, so you did it for 2 weeks. You did it with Stasia?
Good. Yes, I did it with Stasia. It was so good. It was so good.
It's transformative.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you. And I must tell you that as a result of that, I still incorporated in my diet because, like the salad that you say, all right, so right now, you know, I mean, Cecile would say nah, but I call it my Christmas birthday body. So what I'm doing is I do a salad for lunch, and it's raw. There's nothing added to it. It's just lettuce, cucumber, tomato, carrot. What else in here? Something else. Oh, corn. And I just add pear to it, avocado, and it's so tasty. It is so tasty. And then I get in the flat belly Grammy because the belly I got out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
straight off, yes.
I tell you, it's been amazing. I am in love with being raw vegan. It's just life-changing, and it makes you appreciate what you put in your body more.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
And like I said to people, try it. Don't be bunged down in what you know. Try, explore it. Eat fruits. Like eventually, but a lot of persons who follow my page, I'm a plant eater, they would see that I'm doing fruits as the first thing in the morning. So once I put out a post to say how many persons would want to join me for 1 week in having fruits only. And I got about 12 persons who responded. We had a group, and persons were like, okay, I did this for 1 week. Can we go a little longer? Because they were so surprised that they were able to maintain their energy. They were able to be sustained for the day. It really, really changes your perspective on what food can do for you and whole foods can do for you.
Let me see if Sissy you talk now. Let me hear this song better.
The one thing you see is
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rupert, they're requesting that you back off your shirt.
Oh, God.
On the show, you ready for that?
Oh, I love
you. Ready for that?
There's a
Rupert, did you prepare for this?
Right. It's getting hot.
Why you guys
in
not
here.
tell me?
Stand up now, Rupert. Make them see where I'm
That's
going.
all.
Stand up and make them see they're like.
I like CC group, you know, because I always get
Wait there.
question.
No, don't put on that, Rupert.
Don't put on this.
That. Stand
Okay.
up now so they can see your washboard.
Rupert, significant. I don't know. This is what you signed up for?
Huh?
Rupert.
Some of it is asleep. Some of it is asleep.
Yeah.
This is the 2 a.m. body.
2 a.m. buddy.
This is the most favorite part of working out with CC, showing it off.
I know.
Oh, I love that confidence.
Tajna, you just stand up and show them your washboard too, because I see you.
I just had, wait there. I just had something to eat.
I know.
That's the fruits waistline. That's the vegetable waistline.
That's the waistline I'm trying to get, Cecile.
and this is all down to CC. This is all down to her functional workout. None of this is,
And
I can't take any credit for it.
It's also down to your commitment and discipline, because that's important.
Cecile, I'm going to ask you to do the same. You gave birth 3 years ago, and when they see your belly, you don't even look like you ever pregnant in your life.
That's two children.
Come to the show and tell. Come on. Let me see.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see? I want to show you some underwear. Sorry for seeing a underwear.
So it's all about consistency.
But I'm burning up. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm saying it's all about consistency, dedication.
It's all about consistency. And Tashna just said that she's on a 75-day challenge. I am encouraging my clients whenever they can, not every day, and not to do it intensely, but to double up when you can, because the more you output, the less you put in, is the more calories you'll burn. So portion size is important, and getting the calories burned is also important. So if you work out, if you do a hard workout in the morning, I'd say go walking in the evening, or just jump on your bike in the evening, and vice versa. Get the calories burning.
Okay.
It's probably easier. It's probably easier said than done. But I hardly drive my car, go anywhere. Ride bicycle a lot, you know, and
walk. We're
yeah.
accustomed to just driving everywhere, you know. Sometimes just walk. You're going to the shop, you're going down the road, you're driving. Just walk.
Yeah.
True.
It's important. It's important.
And I'd like to add to, there's so many spaces in Jamaica, safe spaces that you can walk, like Emancipation Park. It's still open now. It's back open. It closes at 6. As a part of my second workout, I often go there and do my walks. I go to Mountain Spring and do my walks. There's so many spaces that are safe in Jamaica that you can go and walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the cardio now, I want to bring in something. So the cardio is good, Cecile. But you're saying, in addition to the cardio, you must have some weight training, right?
You have. I recommend weight training. And weights, when females hear weight training, they're thinking about bodybuilding, you know, being bulky. It's very difficult for a female to get bulky unless you're specifically working for that, like a female bodybuilder. And so there are specific things that they will do because that is their goal. But if you get up and you lift weights, you're not going to get bulky overnight. You're not going to just get bulky. But if you're not lifting weights, you're going to lose muscle mass. You're going to lose muscle tone. And without weights, you can't achieve. So some people will come and they'll tell you that, okay, I want to look this way and I want my arms to look this way. But then when you give them the weights, they say, I don't want to be lifting all this weight. You know, you can't have it both ways. But what I'm saying is, don't think that you're lifting 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds is going to get you looking bulky like a man. And you don't have the hormones for that. But the thing about, one thing, Dara, before you go on, it's important that you lift weights, because with cardiovascular work, once you finish, you stop burning. But when you lift weights, even when you're sleeping at night, you're still burning. If you look at your Fitbit, it will tell you that, okay, you've burnt 500 calories, but by the time you get home, you're at 700, you're at 600. It's because of weight training, because muscle requires more energy than fat. So if you're pushing weights, you're going to burn more.
I find that my upper body is weak. How can we work on that? Is it me alone, or is it something in general? Maybe because we use to put more foot stronger, but the upper body just always weak because you're just right.
It depends. It depends on how you train because Dara, you like looking sexy and you want to maintain that big bottom and that broad hip, and so
No,
you're
but I
going
want
to
some of this. I want some of this.
right. So so females will come to me and they'll say, I want legs and I want glutes, but they don't really want to do any upper body. So you have to get in that upper body work. That's the only way you're going to get stronger.
All right,
So
so I have
incorporate more in your training.
all right, I have a question here from Renz. She's saying, not sure if this is a question regarding women who gain weight because of hormone imbalances. It's a two-part question. So let me go to the second one and say, she's saying, are there specific workout programs for women in these instances like these?
People who have hormone imbalances,
Yeah.
you will. I recommend that you see a specialist if because you have to know what's happening with your hormones. You can't assume that this is happening and that is happening. You have to know exactly what is happening. So I recommend that you see a specialist, and then the specialist will work with your trainer and will create a program that suits you and suits your need.
Rupert, do you meal
That's the
prep?
best way to go about it.
I do. I have to meal prep. I do meal prep. When I've got the energy and the time, I meal prep. But if I don't get the time, my lazy time is when I might get a tin of sardine and a pack of rice, like pre-cooked rice. So me just warm the rice up, brown rice, and just open a tin of sardine, and that's the lazy day. But apart from that, yeah, I do meal prep. But then again, the stuff that I cook is not so difficult. You know, a piece of chicken breast, steam some veg in the microwave, and cook. You can cook a pot of rice, and that lasts you for a couple of days. So yeah, I do meal prep.
Okay. You know, a lot of guys now doing the same surgery, the same BB, wait, them BB, whatever it is. You know, a lot of guys doing that now. So you did it naturally. Took you 10 months, right? Let's reach out to those guys there who now thinking to go under the knife just to get the six pack or whatever it is. I mean, what advice would you give to them? It was difficult for you, but you did it. What would you say to them?
Sign up with CC. You know, that's the easiest way I can put it, because you know, if you look on the picture before, you know, right throughout my life, it was something that, you know, I wouldn't take off my shirt. You know, they're just, you know, be comfortable. I mean, people should just be comfortable with themselves, you know, whether fat, slim, muscular, you know, just be happy with yourself. But if you do, you know, want to go down the line of, you know, improving your health, because for me, more is more improving my health, you know, just feeling more confident. Yeah, just sign up with CC, because as I say, initially I was skeptic about, you know, not being in the gym, not using the machines, and the majority of my workout with CC hasn't, you know, I haven't. But the ab work is mostly body weights, just mostly, you know, putting in the work, putting in the graph, you know, listening to our the instructions, and you know, when we feel tired and I rest, you say, come on, come, you know, come, get up, you know.
Challenge yourself.
Challenge yourself, just push, yeah. So that's it really, you know. We'll just work hard, and it will come over time. It will come. I think that's what I've seen over time. It comes.
Okay.
Dara, I'd like to add something.
All right, go ahead.
I think it's important not to pressure yourself as well, and to know that it's a compound thing. It's one day at a time, and it will all add up. Once you give your best to the day that's in front of you, to the time that's in front of you, and the decisions you make each day, it will add up. I know it sounds all fairy, but it is so true.
No, it's true.
Don't
It's
pressure
true.
yourself.
It's true.
Take it one day at a time. Put some fun into it, enjoy it, find something you
Love
love.
yourself. Love yourself.
Love yourself. For me, it's my outfit. I enjoy looking good at the gym. I enjoy taking my post-workout
Can I tell you,
photos
you
and
look good at the
videos.
gym? Yeah,
Yes.
Thank
good. No,
you.
seriously. I saw you. When you know how
Thank
you see the transformation, and then I saw you in that thing with the where I showed the belly skin and all. I'm like, yeah, girl, you work hard. Show it
My
off.
belly up from a long time though. My belly up from a long time. From I had a belly, like no matter what size I was at, I was always happy with my body. I never disliked my body. I think it's important not to dislike the vessel you have. You can always work on it and improve it. And that's something I stand beside. When I was heavier, no matter the photo, I'm always happy. At the end of my workout, I'm always happy. So I always try and bring a lot of positive energy and fun to what I'm doing. And that's a part of the reason I love C, because there's always something fun and interesting to do. And she always challenges you. And I truly, truly love her as a person. You know, we've developed a bond. And when you connect with C, you just become family. And it's really a family unit. You have a morning family, you have an evening family, you have an online family. So it's really nice to connect with other persons too of like-mindedness, and persons really push you. So beyond your self-motivation, there's the group chat, the progress photo, people cheering you on, you know? You have a real support team. Beyonce, she's developed a community that also supports everybody in the community. It's not a competition, everybody in it to win it.
Rupert, do you participate in the boot camp although you're all the way over there?
I wish I could participate. I did visit the island couple of weeks
I'm
back,
not at the boot camp.
and go to boot camp. Come and say, no man, you know, boot camp are like easy man. A boot camp I'm supposed to kind of shut it up. But I tell you, I go to boot camp and I bring a brethren with me as well. And you know, he might have to go bathroom and yeah, but it at the end of the day it was fun. It wasn't a long whole day thing, you know, 1 hour, which, you know, 15 minutes out of it was warming up. But it was really good, and I'd recommend it to anybody. I'd recommend, you know, just, you know, you can even start off like that, you know, you don't have to start off signing up. Just go on boot camp
Yeah, that's
and
how some
see.
people start off.
Yeah.
Start off with boot camp and then face-to-face training or online. Yeah.
Yeah, I started with a boot camp. I haven't been going because my Saturdays are mostly spent at the market. But trust me, C's, when you watch her videos, you're like, wow, this is like
Yeah, yeah,
sports day and adrenaline.
yeah.
Yeah. Sports day for
I'm funny.
adults.
Every Saturday I'm bad minded because I'm like, yo, this looks so good.
No boring thing around
Let
here.
me
No
tell you,
boring thing.
and that's what makes workout fun when you can do different things and you have the different challenges. Guys, I know you're sending in the questions. Continue sending in them. You can send in for Tashna, you can send in for Rupert, and of course Cecile. Cecile, somebody's asking, what exercise? Good night. I exercise, but the belly is the hardest to go. What is the best exercise to lose the belly fat?
You can't choose where you lose body fat from. You just have to keep working on burning those calories. And the stomach is the last place it's gonna go because you don't really use it. Use your limbs, you know, but you don't really use that area. So it's the last place it's gonna go. You just have to be patient. If it's a lifestyle thing, then you won't stress yourself so much because it will eventually go, but it's not the first place that's gonna go. You can't choose where you lose it from. The only way you do that is
Testify.
at the table and have them cut from that area. But you just have to be patient, love yourself, be dedicated and committed, and it will go. It will.
Okay. One more question. I just going through the thing. Good evening, very good reasoning. My question, how to go about getting fit if you are totally unfit? Rupert, you want to answer it for them?
Yeah, I can answer that. Yeah, so I remember before I signed up with CC, like I said to her, well, I want to sign up, and I didn't sign up. It's first you have to make the mental decision that you want to get fit. That's the first obstacle. Once you decide, all right, I'm gonna start my fitness journey. Then it's not smooth sailing from there, but it's a step in the right direction. Mentally, you have to be ready to start. You can't be somebody else can't force you. You know, it can't be your spouse or your friend. You have to mentally decide, say, all right, Monday, I'm gonna sign up, I'm gonna go down the gym, or I'm gonna go for a little run. And then it comes and it's gonna be hard. First day, second, it's gonna be hard, but just do as much as you can do. And then and over time it gets easier. Over time, um, you know, you want to carry on, and yeah, that's how I see it. You know, as I said, I never see myself as being fit ever, but over time and we're putting in the work, it just start to come naturally, and you just start enjoying it.
True.
Yeah, it has to be the right program. It has to be a program that works for you. Because like I said earlier, you can't do what your friend do or your friends do because you have different personalities. So find what works for you, and you can't do this because of a man or a woman. It has to be because you want that change and you're unhappy with whatever you're experiencing, whatever you're seeing in the mirror. And so you have to want that change. It can't be for your husband, it can't be for your boyfriend, because you're going to regress. You have to want that change.
Yeah, you're not going to sustain. You're not going to sustain if you're not committed for yourself.
What
That's so true.
happens if he leaves you?
Yeah.
So it has to be for you.
So
and
true.
and a good trainer will start with you will assess your fitness level and work with you based on your level and not someone else's level. So that's important.
All right, so tell us about functional fitness now and the different offerings of functional fitness.
Well, there's face-to-face training, there's online training. I'm amazed by the amount of persons who are interested in virtual training, because that was the thing 2 years ago. I mean, it wasn't a big thing, but so many persons are interested in, and I'm happy to see that more and more persons are getting involved in fitness. You know, they're interested in changing their lives, so they're not only how they look, but a lot of people are more health conscious now. And so I have a lot of virtual clients, online clients, and so that's one of my offers. And then there's face-to-face training and boot camp. So that's what I do currently.
And I suggest that they start with the boot camp, don't you? I mean, get the warm up, get the family welcome and all.
When they want to know what I'm about, I say try my boot camp, because I have visitors and I have my regular clients who are there. And even I had this morning, if you go on my page, this morning session was the bomb. It was good. It was really good. And I had newbies. I had like 4 to 5 newbies, and they messaged me afterwards. Nobody felt like they were new. Like, you know, nobody felt like they were in a new setting. And though I will tell you that my workouts are intense because I have to challenge you. I don't want you to plateau. So I have to challenge you, but at the same time, it's challenge based on your level. And so everybody left feeling like they're already a part of the family, feeling accomplished and want to come back.
How do you get a newbie to run up that hill?
No, if you can't run up that hill, you jog up that hill, but you better get up that hill. If you can't jog, if you can't run, you walk up the hill.
Where you getting up the hill?
Well, you're getting up that hill. Or you can roll you up the hill.
You hear that? All right. So, Tashna, I know you have your implant eater. I mean, persons, if you're interested in that, reach out to her, because I know you're willing to share. I see you sharing your information. And I must tell you guys, if it's a road you're trying to go down, it's actually very interesting and you can learn a lot.
Thank you.
You know, so they need to check out your page. Odane, I'm between Odane and your other name, trying to remember.
Oh,
Rupert.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, continue doing what you're doing, inspire who you can, where you can. I mean, you know, because I'm sure
definitely.
somebody in Jamaica will see you and say, blow her in that. You know, we need to log on and be a part of this, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Cecile,
definitely.
tell them how they can reach out to you and how they can, you know, get more information on your offerings, etc.
So you can check my page. Check out my page. It's Cecile Forever Fit. CECILEFOREVAFIT.
I just type in functional fitness and it will just
Or
pop.
just right. Once you type in Cecile, it will pop. You'll see the options or functional fitness. My functional fitness is spelled with a K in the middle instead of a C. And then you'll find my contacts there. My program is very dynamic. I do steps on a cinder block. On a cinder block, that's a block. Everybody know. You don't know it as a cinder block, you know it as block. A block weighs about 35 pounds. Very, very, very. My client said to me the other day, one of my clients said to me the other day, I didn't know I could do so much with a block. So these are the things that I utilize. Steps, I do kickboxing, I do sprints on the hill. I try to make the program dynamic. And dancing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, versatile feeling, we're not feeling versatile.
You have to be
Bubbling
versatile.
now.
You have to be versatile, or people are going to get bored, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I want you to be hooked.
Yeah, we are hooked.
Yeah, so guys,
For sure.
I mean, consider this as you enter this festive season where you plan to do a little bit more eating than normal and whatever. And I know I said the stubborn body fat and Cecile's are not in the name, so but if you think you have that and you need the assistance, reach out to her. I mean, amazing things can happen if you just allow yourself to just be a part of the journey and just, yeah, because fitness is really fun, functional. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Just start. Don't worry about, okay, where am I going to get the clothes from? Or I don't think I can manage. I always tell them just start and we'll take it one day at a time. One day at a time.
Arthritis in his feet.
Huh?
You see this question down here? Him say arthritis in his feet. What can he do to lose weight?
Whenever you come in, we'll sit and have a talk. I assess you and we go through that. So there's a consultation session that we must go through, and then we develop your program based on that. All right, I tweak it every single day, every single week, based on what's happening in your life.
I'm excited. I mean,
What I want to say about the Christmas thing, though. Listen, from I've been working in the gym, people have been doing this. They eat. They're gonna eat in spree, and then January morning they come back fat. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But don't you have a special? See, don't you have a special in Christmas coming up?
Put out the information, yeah. But don't do it. My clients have to work out right throughout the period. That's the best way about it. That's the best way.
So follow Cecile and you get all the information. Guys, we want to keep you fit and functional and ready for 2022. So let's get started. Start off. I mean, let's all come together and go to the boot camp one Saturday morning and have fun. Yes. Check out her.
So you might have two cohorts. You might have two cohorts.
No, I really want to go to the boot camp.
I'm willing.
Somebody's asking, how do I reach your location?
Dara, you can contact Dara and she has my contacts. If you can't find me on Instagram, she will give you my contacts. But all my contacts are on my page.
Yeah, man. And I mean, send her a message and she will respond. She will respond.
I have a question, Dara.
Yeah?
When are you signing up with CC?
Look here. Tell him the story.
Me like Rupert.
So, listen, from Express days, I've been saying, Cecile are coming. But you know, what happened is, when COVID started, I stopped from the gym. I actually stopped working out for about 4 months. And then I was seeing Cecile's workout, and I'm like, yo, this looks fun enough. I mean, I just love the whole competitive thing about it with the tires and the running up the hill and everything. But here's the challenge. When you work all the way in that area, and then you have to go in the traffic to go to Cecile, by the time you get there, it's dark. So But
So,
okay, no
so
excuse,
you might,
no excuse,
you
no
sound like
excuse.
you can become, you can, no, no,
That's
she
why
can
I
join
said
the
people
online camp,
come. Let's go. We're coming
online.
to you on Saturday.
All right.
No man, seriously. I mean, show of hands who want to go up Cecile next Saturday. Let's just go up there and go, race up the hill and do some tires and do some blocks. I love it. I
And lift
love
some
it.
stones. You see the big stones that they carry? I'm literally constructing their body.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love it. Elton, don't encourage them, but good question. I try. All right, guys. Rupert, thank you. It's about 3 o'clock your time now. Pat, see? Okay, so I have one person. Pat and I will come up there Saturday. See, Pat said she do it. You remember Pat Cecile from the gym, from Express?
Yes.
Okay, so I have one person. So Saturday morning we're going up there and we're going to get this thing started. Don't worry yourself. And you're going to see
That
me from
sounds
the video.
awesome.
Don't show me the pop down. Don't show them the pop down version though, Cecile. Alright. So thank you guys for coming on. Remember to follow I Am a Plant Eater. Remember to follow Cecile.
Forever
Functional
fit.
Fitness. Rupert. You continue to encourage. Oh, see, I get somebody else. So 3 persons. We're coming up.
Nice. Keep it coming, keep it rolling.
Yeah, man.
All right. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much,
It's a
Dara.
pleasure.
Big up yourself, Rupert. Big up yourself, Steve.
Big up yourself,
take care.
Dara.
Big up on yourself.
Bye, everyone. Good night.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Alright, bye. So, see that? We started off. So, I have Pat and I have Lala and we're going up there. Yeah, man, we're going up there Saturday. This is funny how them working out eating. It's a competitive kind of environment. You see, niche. Hold on, how we get up? Niche, can I tell you, I look at your thing and I look at your transformation and I look at your washboard app and I'm like, what? I started watching your transformation on it, Niche. So I don't know you, but I've been following you. I've been following your progress. Don't worry yourself. And that's through Cecile. So guys, who want to come with me? Let's go up there Saturday. Let's go have some fun doing the boot camp, doing some functional fitness. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me live. It was fun. I mean, I always try to link the lifestyle issues with products and services. And yeah, I hope you learned something from this one. You're gonna pick Dara, gonna pick me up. Yeah, man, I will. I have Pat and me and you were going up there. Who else? Just send me a message. Let's go up there Saturday and have some fun. Guys, thank you for coming live with Dara. I'll see you next week Saturday when we talk about another interesting topic. All right? Have a great week.